You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome to Animal Rights on Pet Life Radio. This is your host, Tim Link, and I'm so glad you're joining us today. On the line with us today, and who we're going to be talking to is Jan Louch. Jan is the author of the latest book, The True Tales of Baker and Taylor, the library cats who left their paw prints on a small town and the world. So we're going to be interested in talking to Jan about the book and her encounters with Baker and Taylor and how the book came about. So it's going to be a fun show. It's a great book, so everybody hang tight. We'll come back right after these commercial breaks. You're listening to Animal Rights on Pet Life Radio.
Sit. Stay. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
It's hard to find time for your furry family member. That's where Camp Bow Wow comes in. All-day play and overnight camp, daycare and boarding for dogs. Everything is included. Large play areas for fun and exercise. Spacious cabins, comfy cots, even live camper cams to watch from a computer or smartphone. Camp Bow Wow offers the best care and is the place to go where a dog can be a dog. For locations and more information, visit campbowwow.com.
Let's talk pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Animal Rights on Pet Life Radio. And joining me now is author Jan Louch. Jan, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Now, Jan, tell us a little bit about the book, The True Tales of Baker and Taylor.
I was contacted about 2 years ago by Lisa Rogach, who's well known for numerous books, and she was interested in finding out more about the cats who unfortunately were no longer with us, but who performed good service for many years in Minden, Nevada at the Douglas County Public Library.
Now, how did Lisa go about finding about the story of the cats?
I really never did find out, but somehow she did. But Baker and Taylor have been used as an advertising tool for many years by the Baker and Taylor Book Distribution Company, who's one of the largest distributors of books to schools, libraries, etc.
That's right. Yeah, they are well known and the biggest around. I did not realize that these were sort of their advertising mascots, for lack of better words.
Yep, almost from the beginning.
So now the cats, Baker and Taylor, obviously named after the distribution company. How did they come to be library cats? What's a brief story about that?
Yvonne Sadler, the library director, and went to cat shows in Reno, which is close to Minden, and saw Scottish Folds there and were impressed by their wise look like little owls. And since our new library was in the former alfalfa field, which was host to many, many mice and other rodents, we thought it'd be a good idea to have a cat to protect our bindings. And books are well known as magnets for rodents because the glue is somehow attractive to them. So we got Baker and told the Baker and Taylor Company that we were going to save up our money and get Taylor, and they very kindly stepped in and got Taylor for us. Then we started in with photographs, and they were put on a poster which circulated something like 35,000 copies, and we were off and running.
Wow, amazing. So these are cats not from the same litter or even the same location, but...
No, not from the same location, but Baker was Taylor's uncle.
Okay, so some lineage there. Yeah, there you go.
Taylor came from Oregon, and Baker came from Monterey in California.
Oh, very cool. Very interesting. So then when you got the first cat, Baker, who decided that you would name it Baker, and then who had the great idea of contribution company to let them know, hey, we got this?
Well, I happened to notice that Baker spent a lot of time sitting in a Baker and Taylor box that was empty. And he looked like Baker. He was a solid but puffy cat. He looked like a baker, somebody who would bake cakes. And so we then, of course, had already known that we were going to get a second cat when we could save up for it. And Baker and Taylor, there it was, right in front of us. We went through all the usual things like Dewey and so forth, but those names have been taken many times over.
Right. And obviously a famous book's name, Dewey, as well. Librarian.
That's right.
So we know about that one as well. Then you thought it'd be a great idea to take some photos and contact Baker and Taylor Distribution to find out, let them know what you guys are up to.
Well, we talked to our representative from Baker and Taylor Company, Bill Hartman, who came down to meet Baker from Reno, and there off we went. And pretty soon we were told that Taylor would be coming in, and I went up to the airport to get him. And the poor cat had to fly down from the northwest next to a salmon, which I thought was cruel and unusual punishment, but he managed to recover.
There you go. So then looking at the cats, Baker and Taylor, what made them, would you say, I imagine there's great stories, obviously, that they're in the book. We know that. But what would you say that made them unique? What made their unique personalities, or what made them unique as library cats? What would you say about
we went through a lot of times with them and different things, but they were always very dignified cats. They weren't rambunctious. They didn't destroy things. Except Baker had a slight tendency to want to gravitate toward plants, but we gave him oat grass instead. But they were very well-behaved cats. They never scratched or bit anybody, including small children who'd pull tails and so on. And though their personalities are very different, Taylor was more attuned to the staff, and Baker was our library slut, as we called him, and went to the public. They were still both just very charming, non-bothersome cats. They didn't interfere too much with anything that you were doing. And the people loved to see them there. There they were. They were the ideal pet for a library. And we didn't have much of a mouse problem after they arrived.
They enjoyed their life there, did their job, and of course then it brought everybody to the library, and everybody wanted to be part of knowing what they're doing.
You're right.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll come back with Jan Louch, talk to her a little bit more about her book, The True Tales of Baker and Taylor. So everybody hang tight. You're listening to Animal Rights on Pet Life Radio.
Sit. Stay. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
Ew, get the stinky dog away from me.
Bad breath and bad gas. Petey stopped eating. All his hair fell out.
Itching, licking, missing fur.
At least $5,000 in vet bill. Creams, antibiotics, sprays.
No results.
Everything we tried failed except the Dinovite. DINOVITE.com.
If you want the dog to be healthy, you got to feed it something healthy.
The omega-3 fatty acids. Flaxseed, zinc, alfalfa. The digestive enzymes that are cooked out of regular dog food.
Dinovite is nutrition.
The shedding is stopped and the itching is stopped.
Her coat is now soft, it's silky, it's healthy and shiny and glossy.
She's got life, she's got energy.
Tons of energy, no more bad smells.
Dinovite's the bomb.
Dinovite is the best thing that's ever happened to my dogs, besides me, of course.
859-428-1000.
859-428-1000.
Dinovite for life.
DINOVITE.com.
Hi, this is Tim Link, animal communicator and pet expert and host of Animal Rights on Pet Life Radio. Have you ever wanted to know what your pet is really thinking? Do you want to find out if they truly understand what you're trying to tell them? Ever wish you could build a better understanding and closer relationship with your pet? Well, now you can. Learning to Communicate with Animals is a 4-part on-demand workshop. In the workshop, you'll learn the essential techniques that are necessary to communicate with animals, including what is animal communication, breathing correctly to achieve the perfect state to communicate with your animals at a deeper level, using guided meditation exercises and method to communicate with animals, and how to send and receive information from your animals. So if you're wanting to learn how to communicate and connect with your animals at a deeper level, visit PetLifeRadio.com/workshop and purchase and download Learning to Communicate with Animals. You'll be glad you did.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Animal Rights on Pet Life Radio. Joining me on the show is Jan Louch. Talked to her about her latest book, The True Tales of Baker and Taylor, the library cats who left their paw prints on a small town and the world. So now, Jan, when Lisa contacted you, said, "Hey, I got this great idea about the book." What was your initial thoughts by that when she contacted you? You thought it was a good idea, or what were you thinking?
Well, I thought it was a good idea, but I thought maybe I was too old and feeble because I'd been retired for almost 20 years. But I knew most about the cats, and she was determined. Off we went. And I don't regret it now, but I was cautious at first.
Yeah.
I thought the cats were outstanding. They had personalities that wouldn't quit. They caught on with the public in an amazing way to me. All the posters and bags for books and so on that the Baker and Taylor Company distributed, and the ads in professional journals and so on. It was just sort of a mushrooming thing. I was always astounded when people would come from far away to see the cats. I mean, they were cats. Our cats, but still, they did their job more than.
Right. So then did Lisa, who co-authored this with you, obviously, did she come and spend time with you there and check out the library, or was most of the conversation remotely? Or
No, we did most of it face-to-face. She came out several times and stayed for a week or so. But we had long telephone conferences, and we would email stuff back and forth, and I got a copy of this, and she got a copy of that, and we'd run over it. It was, your standard co-authoring sort of thing. Each of us had an equal say, I would say, in what was put in and what was left out, and so on. So it was a very salubrious relationship. I liked her, and I hope she likes me, but you never can tell.
There you
go.
go.
We're in touch. We're thinking of doing more in the cat and book line.
Good. That'll be great. We'll keep us posted on that for sure. Now, the process, how long did the process take as far as when she first approached you with writing the book and then actually seeing it in your hot little hands?
About 2 years, off and on. I mean, she would go away. I would do whatever I was doing, and we would keep in touch online. But, once it went fairly well, I think. We didn't have an awful lot of revisions to do. So it was very salubrious, as I said.
There you go. Now, did you and Lisa have a publishing house already in mind or in line, or was it something you
Lisa had an agent.
Okay.
And I, of course, did not have an agent. So we used the same agent, and he did very well by us, and we got a publisher.
There you go.
And things went on as they do. In publishing a book, you have to have a certain amount of copy editing, galleys going back and forth, and so on, and selection of pictures, order of the book in time, and what was going in addition to the straight story. So it took a little while, but it went fairly smoothly.
Now the book's out there. Has your life changed much? Are you doing a lot of interviews and appearances and signings, or how's life been since?
Well, we've done one signing at the library here in Minden, which was very well attended, and we ran out of books. And we don't, unfortunately, have a bookstore in town, so we're telling people where to go to get the books. And I've done interviews for some of the journals that come out in libraries, and as well as book sales. The book has only been out a couple of weeks, so we'll see how it goes.
There you go. Well, it sounds good. We're excited about that. So tell our audience where people can find out more about where to buy the book, as well as maybe any events that you and Lisa are doing.
I'm not quite sure what we're doing. I have to wait for Lisa to come out at the end of the month, and we're going to be working on our next book. Amazon, of course, you can order from. And most of the bookstores, Barnes & Noble, etc., carry the book.
Okay, all right. Well, we're going to
remember I'm isolated here.
That's right. You're in a small town, but it's a nice place to be. I see.
It is. A lot of people have moved here.
Yeah, the Lake Tahoe area. It's been many years since I've been there, but it's always been beautiful when I got that way. So
very green this year. We finally broke out a little bit.
Well, I guess the El Nino effect is somewhat positive in your neck of the woods.
We can use it, believe me.
That's right. Long times of drought in that area.
Well, it snowed a couple of days ago
up
on top of the mountains, so there you are. Never can tell.
Hey, Jan, what would you, after everybody picks up a copy of The True Tales of Baker and Taylor and they read it, what would you hope they'd walk away with? Is there any particular message there, or what would be the message that you'd want to get across after reading the book?
Message I think that is most outstanding in the book is my personal love of books and animals, not necessarily in that order, but how my job at the library was heaven sent because I got both. I got animals and I got books. And there's nothing to calm your nerves down like having an animal around at work. I don't recommend it for everybody, and not every animal is suitable, but those two cats certainly were. And other librarians across the country have been in touch, and they've had some animals as well. Cats, Gila monsters, you know what. And that's it.
There you go.
All I can think of to say. I'm running out of words.
No, that's fine. I mean, it sounds like the perfect job. You get to be around books, all these wonderful books that you can read from and learn from and take an escape from, and then obviously being around the cats, which calms everyone down, as well as the learning experiences you have from them as well.
Right. They're great for calming down irate patrons.
There you go. Irate patrons.
Library patrons that didn't get the book that they wanted before somebody else got it. Go and pet the cat. You'll feel better about the whole thing.
If anybody gets upset, just hand them a cat. They'll feel much better.
Right.
Well, everybody go out and pick up a copy of the book. It's a great book. It's The True Tales of Baker and Taylor, the library cats who left their paw prints on a small town in the world. It's by Jan Louch and Lisa Rage. So I'm excited about the book. Glad it's out there. Good luck with everything, Jan, and keep in touch with us if books come around. Sure.
Enjoyed talking with you.
Our pleasure. Our pleasure. Well, we're coming to the end of the show today. I want to thank everyone for listening to Animal Rights on Pet Life Radio. I want to thank our producers and sponsors for making this show possible. If you have any questions, comments, or ideas, or want to tell me who you want to hear from most, you can email me. Email me at tim@petliferadio.com. It's tim@petliferadio.com, and I'll be glad to answer your questions, entertain your comments, and bring on the people you want to hear from most. So until next time, write a great story about the animals in your life. And who knows, you may be the next guest on Animal Rights on Pet Life Radio.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.